4K, 8K, 4K, 8K, 4K, 8K, Sony A7S II, Red Epic W Helium, 8K, 4K. What's up, YouTube? So it's been a little while. I was vlogging all of like 6 months of last year, then I just stopped. I've been uploading a few of my projects, but I wanted to catch you up with everything that I've been doing, and I also wanted to show you what goes into a lot of the different shoots that I've been doing. First and foremost, the beginning of this year, I had a goal. Well, I had 10 goals, and one of them was to shoot on a Red camera. Well, that only took like 2 months. So check mark that one. I'm shooting right now, I'm looking right into the Red Epic W. It has a helium sensor. I'm shooting 8K, it can shoot 6K, 7K, 4K at 120 frames a second, which is incredible. This is the camera I normally shoot all of my videos on. I love this camera, it's the Sony A7S II. But a lot of the stuff that I've been doing that you've been seeing has been shot on this Red camera. I do not own the Red camera. The Red camera costs like $60,000. I don't have $60,000. But I have been working for a company that owns this one. So these guys have their office set here. They travel a lot. Well, they left the Red camera here, so I'm using it for my vlog. Thanks, Brad and James. So today I specifically want to talk about this shoot I did with Atonement on this series they're working on called Emotive. Well, this is this vlog that I'm making right now is like 3 weeks in the making. I've been trying so hard to get this done, but work keeps pulling me in different directions. And so let me just take you back. Let me show you some of the footage that we shot on the Red camera, and some that we shot on the Sony camera, and some that we shot on an Osmo, and some that we shot on a drone. This is what that looks like now. So pretty cool, right? That was mostly done in 4K 120 frames per second on this camera, the Red camera. I've always heard and always learned that it's not about the camera, it's about the story and about the vision and how you tell it. And I want to call 100% bullshit when it comes time to using a Red camera. Because a Red camera, you can literally make a rock look like gold. It is just so amazing what this camera can do. Right when I started getting into all this stuff, the first thing that I go to, okay, what's the most expensive camera that I can buy and learn and practice on? That's not really practical, but you know, you always want to see what the best camera is, and it was definitely the Red camera. And so now that I'm actually using it, it's I don't know, it's a big milestone for me. It's just so much fun. I can't believe it's like sitting there and I'm filming on it. It's so cool. What we're working on exactly is a series, and it's going to be like a 10 to 12 episode series, but what we had to do first is make something called a sizzle reel. And a sizzle reel is used to pitch a series idea to investors, whether that is like Amazon, Netflix, HBO, anyone, you know, NBC, any network that could buy your show and then put it on their network for people to view. That is what a sizzle reel is used for, to sell it to them. So right now, what I've been doing is I shot the initial episode with Carly. So we did her interviews, we shot all the B-roll of her riding around, pretty much anything and everything that encompasses what this episode is gonna have, we shot. A lot of that B-roll is the stuff that you saw just a second ago. The interviews I'm not gonna put on here because I just don't want to put that stuff out there until the episode's done and the sizzle reel's done. And I don't know where all this footage is going to go, so that someone might license it eventually, which gets complicated. But we spent multiple days collecting all of that footage, and we're not even done yet. So later this month, we're going to go back to New Braunfels, film more. So that's what all this stuff goes into, just shooting one episode. And the only thing we're going to deliver in a sizzle reel is a 3-minute episode. So months and months of preparation and capturing footage and talking about the edit goes into this. It's a really, really big deal. It's like a make or break situation with who they're gonna pitch it to. So once we got done shooting all of that, now it comes time to edit it, and that's what brings me to Dent. That's what I'm working on here. This is James. This is James. Yeah. So I've spent the most of today compiling 3 days worth of footage, and I'm trying to pick out the best of those 3 days, the highlights, the most important parts that tell the story that we want to tell. And the goal is to get it in about a 3-minute time. Well, that's really, really hard to do because there's a lot to be said, and 3 minutes is a very short amount of time to say it. The challenging part for me as an editor on this project is that I was not there when they filmed it. This one was in Wyoming. So I'm coming in as like a third party, and I have to kind of get myself comfortable with what was done, what the story is, what interviews were shot, what B-roll we have. James gave me an overview and said, this is kind of what I want it to look like, just go do that. And so spent all day doing that, and so now what James will do, James will come in here and look at all the edits that I've made. And then since he knows the story better than I do, and he has like another set of eyes to look at the project, he can then pick and move things apart, change directions, find better clips that he likes more, kind of rejuvenate the story so that it keeps things fresh, it keeps things moving. And it's always just good to have more than one set of eyes on a project, because it's just like doing anything. It's like if you do it over and over again, you get used to it, you get out of ideas, maybe you miss a few things. So that's what he's doing right now. He's going to go over everything that I've done, kind of put his tweaks on it, and then maybe give me more direction on what to do for the rest of the day on this edit. So this is audio for that. And the reason I'm doing that is because Brady, who is the character there, is a guitar player. And so I want to take his guitar track that he played for us, which is that, and I want to turn it into a little song, and then over the intro right there, we can make that his song a part of the intro to his highlight reel. That's pretty cool. We got a tattoo. Pretty cool, huh? I'll eventually make a video explaining why I got that, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm headed back to work. We're gonna edit for most of the day. But first and foremost, coffee and breakfast. Where do you get coffee and breakfast in Denton? I don't know, but listen to this. Ready? Wait, listen. Well, that's pretty. Are you ready for dinner?
Yeah. So I got some shots. Right, looking forward.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot that goes into making these episodes. Pretty much every video I put out the past 2 months on YouTube is a multiple day shoot and a multiple day edit, and it doesn't even begin to encompass every single thing that I'm doing. So I want to try and do more videos like this where I just sit down and talk to you guys and show you what's going on, and I'd love to answer any questions you have about the Red camera, about the Sony camera, about a drone, about an Osmo, about the edits, about what goes into making a TV show. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. There's a million videos out there that talk about Red cameras and they review them, and there are a lot smarter people than I am that can talk a lot more about them. But I do want to say the small amount of experience that I've had with it, it's just beyond words what this camera does for a shoot. Not only can you shoot in RAW, basically means you can bring it into post, into the edit room, and completely change everything you did on the shoot. You can fix, and you can just hit the record button pretty much on the Red and show up to their edit suite and totally change everything that you did. It's an incredible, incredible advantage to have when you're on a shoot. Can I justify buying one? No. If I have any kind of shoot with a high budget client, more than likely I'm gonna have these guys at Atonement with me. What I will be doing is I will be shooting a couple music videos. I've been working on a lot, so I've been working on a lot of music. Whole lot of music. Spent a ton of time on music, and so I want to put out a couple music videos coming up, hopefully in the next month. And I'm gonna bring the Atonement guys with me. We're gonna bring the Red camera. The whole thing is gonna be shot on the Red. Of course, we'll do some drone shots and everything like that. But I plan to do a lot more with this camera, with this group. I'm just raising the bar on everything that I do and setting higher standards. I haven't dropped anything before that I was doing. I'm still running my social media company. I'm starting to hire guys on to do work for me because I get sent to Denton, and I'm going to Mexico later this month for a shoot, and I just can't keep up with stuff at home. So I'm hiring guys, and they're doing some work for me. That business is going to keep growing. I'm going to keep growing with my own work. I'm really going to put a lot of emphasis on music, just because music is just what I do. I know all you guys see me doing is videos, but music is where my heart's at. So my plan is to produce the music and then produce the music videos for the music and then use my company to market that. So why not? I'm only here once. I just think it's hilarious that I went to school at one point. Like, so dumb. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking to a Red camera. Huh. All right, well, let me know if you guys like this video. If there's something that you'd like to learn more about or know more about, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer that question. If you're already subscribed, thank you for your continued support and for showing up and for watching these videos. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see your faces more often. So I'll see you soon. See you in a video very, very soon. Bye.